Hello, welcome in. Oh, give me 1 second. I wasn't even prepared with my headphones. Okay. Hi, Nova. How are you? Hi, Peachy. Hi, board girl. Hold on, my headphones are tangled. Ugh. This is what I get. I prepared everything else but the headphones. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. We are gonna go ahead and get started here in just a second. Let me... Oop, that's not the one. Okay. You're good. Take your time. Thank you, thank you. Gotta make sure my Discord is also on the right one, too. Where's audio? There it is. It should be. We'll figure it out as we go along. I got a lurk. I hope you have fun. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Thanks for lurking. Alrighty. So, welcome in, everybody. If you don't know me, my name is Sakura Cat. You can call me Sakura or you can call me Cat. I am a VTuber, variety gamer, streamer. That's probably not the order it should be in. But here I am. Today, I was still debating if I wanted to cam or not. So I guess I will. Just make sure that that's right. If this is your first time around here, this is our third episode of Kozy Konversations, where we interview streamers and non-streamers. The non-streamers are people in my life that chat constantly sees me playing with, and I don't know why my cam in my Discord is not working. Why? Maybe it won't do it. Oh, that? Oh, it worked. Okay. Oh, don't worry, you won't miss anything. We are working out the stuff here anyways. Let me just make that slightly bigger. Okay. And then we'll pull Bert in here in just a second. So if you guys don't know, Kozy Konversations is where we interview streamers and non-streamers. Non-streamers are the people in my life that chat sees me playing with constantly, just to get to know them a little better. We just have Kozy Konversations with them. The last 2 episodes we interviewed a streamer, Triple Beef, and then we also interviewed Mikachumu, who is my IRL bestie and a streamer as well, which most of you guys know. If you guys want to see those past interviews, they are in my YouTube. They go out the day before. You can do !YouTube and it'll get you there. So now, without further ado, we can go ahead and start. I'm here for Bert. I think everybody is, mainly. Oh my god. Wait.
Hello?
Where the heck is that volume coming from? Oh! Welcome in, Bert. Hold on. I'm dealing with the volume.
No worries.
Input. Oh, it might be this one. Can you hear me?
Yep, sure can.
Not that one. Oh, wait. Okay, how about now? I know you guys can hear me, but can I hear you is the question. No. Okay. Well, these headphones are not going to work today. Go figure. Alrighty. Gotta bring out the big ones.
Cool.
The only one that'll work. Okay, hello, I can hear you now.
Hey, cool. Awesome.
Alrighty. Okay, 1 second. Oh, he's calling me. Hold on.
No worries.
Yes. I'll send it to you. Okay, the hubby's got to get back into Hulu. I kicked him out.
Oh, no.
1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
There we go. He might need the code soon. But we can go ahead and start while that's happening.
Cool. Okie dokie.
Let me get you fixed in here. I'm going to show you. Focus. And then... where's my Discord? There it is. It's on. Okay. We want this one though. We don't want all those that are coming up in the background. There we go.
Cool.
That's much better. Whoa. Okay. That's the... Alrighty, so here's basically the gist of everything. I'll start by asking chat to send in any questions that they have in there for you. And we'll go from there. You need the code? Okay, hold on. He's an iPad baby, guys. He needs TV with food. Oh, man, it kicked me out too. What the heck? Alright, chat, if you guys want to go ahead and send in your questions that you have for Bert.
Cool.
And we'll start off with somebody. The only thing that I do, we've asked every streamer that we've interviewed so far, is no questions about politics or religion. Try to make it appropriate and stay away from things that are really opinionated. We don't want to offend anybody.
I like that.
Thank you. Okay, our first one. Wait, well, that's not our first one. Hi, Raven, by the way, and Rainy. Cream asked, "Can I ask how long it took you to grow your mustache out?"
Many years. Like, I started growing it in 2018, and for the first 2 years, it was just like a normal mustache. And then COVID happened, and I couldn't get to my barber because my barber's in San Francisco. And when the lockdown was happening, it just was getting in my mouth. So whenever I was trying to eat, I'm a big fan of eating. And so whenever I tried to eat, my mustache was getting in the way. So I was just naturally kind of like curling it away from it. And then it had just eventually kind of just metamorphosed into like this bigger thing. But I used to have the full like CHP, maybe like firefighter mustache, and then COVID kind of made it evolve into this. God, 7 years now. It's weird to do the math. I've never done the math before.
Yeah, believe it or not, that's 7 years. It's crazy. I still think COVID was like 2 years ago.
Feels like it, right? Yeah. When people say like, "Oh yeah, 2020," it feels like a couple of months ago, but time flies.
The next brain's like, well, isn't he handsome? Zenix is asking, what or who made you want to start streaming?
Well, that's a really good question. I graduated college in 2017, with a bachelor's degree in broadcasting journalism. And while I was looking for jobs and things like that, I needed something to kind of fill the time because I was just sitting at home, filling in applications and losing my mind. And I remember going on Twitch and I saw Tim the Tatman. I think he was playing Overwatch at the time, and I was like, this Tim character, if he can do it, I mean, anybody can do it, right? And so the next week I ended up buying a computer on Amazon for like $300, $400, and I like hooked everything up, and it was just the worst computer, the worst setup. Everything was echoey, and it was just so bad, and I was so scared, and I was like, oh yeah, this whole Tim character, this looks pretty cool, and I said, I think I'll try it, and I tried it, and I loved it.
I like
Yeah,
it.
who would have thought? Yeah.
Every streamer start off with a scuff setup.
Yeah, I feel like you
Gets
have to.
better
Like,
over
you can't.
time.
Yeah, like it'd be weird if you like went full throttle, like, and dropped a whole bunch of money. Like, you kind of have to like start low and then improve slowly and upgrade slowly. It's like you got to know what you're fixing because everything always breaks. Nobody ever tells you that as a streamer. Like, things are always breaking, and like you got to like learn how to fix everything. So it's better if it's lower quality.
And then Rain loves to catch everybody's hearts. So they're asking you, how do you get that good looking?
You can thank my mom. I get a lot of like my looks from my mom's side of the family, so you can thank my mom for that one.
And then Bored Girl, how do you keep a good look on everything?
A lot of practice and camera angles, I guess.
True.
Yeah. You guys just catch me at a good time. Most of the time, my mustache is all messed up. My hair is all messy.
Also, I will apologize. Last time I interviewed Mikachu, the green flashing thing, we thought it was coming from hers.
No,
Might actually be coming from me, maybe.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's 100% me. It's my camera. For whatever reason, whenever I share my camera on Discord, there's always like a little flash. Don't worry about it too much.
Let's see. Welcome in, Google. Dude, that's actually cool. I love it so much. Oh, Zenix, do you have any tips for small streamers?
Oh gosh. The biggest one would just be, I know a lot of small streamers are always really reluctant and like hesitant about going live, especially when it comes to like, oh well, what if I don't stream to anything? And if I give myself, like, if I was talking to my past self when I first started streaming, I would probably tell myself just to have fun with it, like, don't worry about, hide the numbers, don't worry about it, have fun, remember the reasons why we started, because everyone here, has a mutual love of video games, and everyone has a story to tell. And I would just say, like, don't get caught up in the rat race that is like numbers and viewers and chatters. Just enjoy yourself and have fun, like, playing video games, because that's really all why we're here, is just to play video games and have fun.
It's true. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I would tell myself, because I was really worried it took me like 3 weeks to get my first follower, and I was really worried for those 3 weeks. And then as soon as I got one, I was like, I can breathe again. But really, you just gotta have fun. Once you have fun, everything else is second. Like, like
This is
second
true.
nature. Hmm.
And one of your other tips that actually helped me a lot was don't stream. You don't have to stream every single day or for so long. You know,
Hmm.
4 to 5 hours here and there is just
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, absolutely. My brother, he streamed for a little bit and he kind of burnt himself out because he would do like, 8, 9, 10, 12 hour streams and it just felt like work and it's hard. I'd much rather just stream for 5 hours and then you can make content, you can hang out with friends, you can grow as a channel without having to be live. And like streaming for anything more than 5 is too much for me.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay. Cream's like, what made you get into Valorant and these game shows you do? Oh yeah, what started
That's a
that
really
whole
good question.
adventure?
So originally, I had started streaming in 2018, and I got incredibly burnt out around COVID. So as soon as COVID happened, I ended up taking, gosh, what was like a 2-year break, and I didn't want anything to do with streaming. I kind of didn't really want to like do anything with video games or content creation, and then there's a game called Super People that came out. It's very similar to PUBG. It's like PUBG makes over or Apex, where you had like abilities and ultimates and things. It's really fun, and I loved it. And so I didn't want anything to do with Twitch. I hated it. I hated the idea of it because I got just so over it. So I was streaming on YouTube for a little bit and would stream Super People, would make YouTube content. We just had such a ball, and then eventually they stopped the servers, they discontinued that game, and I had nothing to play. And the AJ and Tabitha, the wards, they were my mods then, and they were the reason that I was like streaming on YouTube, and there was no game to play, and I wanted to stream to them because I only had like 10, 12 people on YouTube. So I wanted to stream something for them so they didn't feel like left out, or they didn't feel like, oh well, like, sorry guys, we'll catch you later. And I Valorant was free, and so I ended up downloading it and trying it, and I was very confused for the first like 6 months, but I eventually got the hang of it, and then started enjoying Valorant. And the game shows kind of came a little bit more organically. I saw a TikTok from Pine FM, or no, Pine, Pine. There was one where he pretended like he was on a radio show, and I was like, that is the coolest thing ever. And I was like, oh, I'd love to be able to give something, to kind of recreate that kind of feeling of kind of being on like in a bit, but not at the cost of somebody's expense, and in terms of like, making them look silly and things. Like it'd be kind of cool to like hype them up. And I saw that, and I wanted to take that idea but not necessarily steal it. So I was like, well, how can I take that experience and kind of make it my own? And I remember I was in the shower and I was like, oh my god, a game show. And I washed off real quick, and I got out and I wrote it down, and the game shows kind of just organically happened after that, and they've been metamorphosing into something cool ever since.
It works because everybody thinks of Surebert when they think of a game
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, exactly. And it's such a cool premise because like sometimes Valorant can be really rough, and even just something as like Swift plays can be really draining, and it's just nice to be excited about playing about something other than the actual game. It's more about the experience and how we make people feel, and that's really what I've been trying to incorporate this whole time.
I like it. Hi Celia.
Yeah.
Hi Mira. Let's see. So that was his, and then Peachy. I thought I saw Peachy's question somewhere around here. Oh, it's right after Rain, so we'll ask Rain's first. Did you ever see yourself where you are right now with streaming?
Oh, gosh, not. I mean, I guess not really, because I always kind of looked at streaming as more of like a hobby to do. I was originally a wildlife videographer, and so would do the whole streaming thing kind of just more of like a hobby to kill downtime, because we would be out in the field for X amount of weeks, and then we'd be back home and there'd be nothing to do back home. And I was working as a notary, and in between notary jobs and you know leaving for deployment, I had nothing to do, so this was more of just a pastime. And it wasn't until we actually found like success in Valorant that I was like, oh wait, I can actually see myself doing this in a more like professional manner, or more of a full-time manner. And I kind of fell into it, I guess. It wasn't really anything I planned for, but I'm really happy that this is how it worked out.
We like that.
Me too.
Oh, Cream and Peach are both pink, so I get confused. I don't. even if I wear glasses, I still can't see.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh, I get. Yeah, don't worry. I get it mixed up all the time.
Cream is asking, do you plan on only streaming games or do IRL streams one day?
That's a really good question. I would love to do IRL streams. You know, I've been kind of dragging my feet. It would be really fun to do like an IRL game show and, doing something that would incorporate something like that. But I think an IRL stream or maybe IRL YouTube videos would be probably the next thing on the docket.
That'd be cool.
So definitely, yeah, definitely something in the future.
And now, Peachy, what's your favorite question to ask during trivia?
Uh, Probably the state fish of Hawaii because it's fun to say.
And what's the answer?
Humu humu nuku nuku apua.
Oh, okay, okay. And now, Cat's advice for. He asks this question almost all the time because he likes
Oh,
to
cool.
know. Advice for an upcoming high schooler.
Oh, don't take it serious at all. High school is going to be a very small roadmap in what is to be your life. And I know, like, as somebody who is going into high school, it's kind of like it's a big deal. But just try to have fun and enjoy the experience, and it's going to be over before you know it. So have a good time while you enjoy it, like, or while you're there. 4 years goes by really quick.
Extreme elements, chill. I know. Let's see. Cream is asking, do you see your community as family and plan on maybe seeing them, or seeing some of them in real life?
Well, that's a really good question. Yes, I do. They're like a big family because it's just, brother sister mentality. It's got, like nieces and nephew kind of feel. It is 100% a family because I wouldn't want to be doing this for anybody other than them, and they're in the back thought of every decision and every single action I do. I always have the chat or the community or the people in Discord. At some point or another, they're always heavily on my mind. So they are 100% my family. And I've been very, very fortunate with meeting a lot of them in real life, and it is probably the coolest thing in the world. It really like gasses you up, and it really drives home like why we're in it and why I love doing it so much. They're great people.
Welcome in, Mullet.
Don't tell anybody I told them that.
Cream is also asking, have you heard of the hit game called Stranova? And if so, do you plan on playing it?
No, I've never heard of it. If it's fun, I might give it a try. But have you played it?
No.
Oh, okay.
He wants me to play it.
Sure.
Celia's like, we heard nothing.
Yeah.
So while chat keeps thinking of other questions, I'll ask some
Sure.
from the internet.
Okay.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
When people are late, my best friend, God rest him, he's still alive, but my biggest friend or my best friend, he's always late to everything in the history of the world. He'll be late to his own funeral. He's always late, but he's like one of the only exceptions because I know he's always going to be late. But punctuality is a big pet peeve of mine, a big thing. And if you're late, it really grinds my gears.
Okay. Chat, keep asking some questions, put them in. Let me just double check one thing because my mom
Sure.
called me and she never calls me.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Do your thing.
Let's see.
How am I doing, guys? Pretty good. My favorite. I'll take over. I can do this. Favorite sushi order? Anything, honestly. I am. Oh gosh, I gotta be careful because this isn't my channel. Anything like deep fried. I love a deep fried roll. Usually the ones with cream cheese or with jalapenos. I'll also mess up some tempura stuff. I don't enjoy salmon sushi for whatever reason. I think salmon tastes weird on a sushi roll. But other than that, I'll mess up anything. I'm a big fan of that.
Is that Ramey's question?
That was Peachy Patonko's question.
Oh, okay. And then I guess Ramey was next. If you and your community ever meet up in a group, what is something you all would end up doing?
Sure. So we met up, it was about 23 of us met up last July, and we rented an Airbnb over here in the city that I live in. And it was this huge Airbnb. It was really cool. We did a bunch of swimming. We did karaoke. We did a murder mystery. We had like family dinners. It was just like this really big like kumbaya experience. And so it was really just more of like taking the time to like really, just hang out with each other IRL. I mean, for like 3 days, we played this game where all you did was just knock the little beach ball back and forth, and it was the most enjoyable thing ever. And so we really just got to swim around and hang out and just, be in each other's presence and just enjoy each other's company more than a Discord call.
It's always good.
Yeah.
Okay, outside of Valorant and streaming, what do
Mhm.
you like to do?
Oh gosh, so very few. I don't really have too much free time outside of it, but when I do, I like rock climbing. I go to the gym in the morning. I'd love to get into surfing again. I used to be a really big surfer, but the beach is about 45 minutes away, and by the time I, get going and get out of there, it's too late. So I would love to get back into surfing, but for the time being, I would say rock climbing and the gym.
And we have heard of that in the
Yeah.
chat, in the stream.
Oh yeah.
And then Cream is asking your favorite celebrity crush.
Okay, so this is weird because like when you say celebrity crush, the first person I always like think of is Idris Alba. You know who but lately have been crushing on pretty hard is oh gosh, what's her name? Sabrina Carpenter. That Sabrina Carpenter gal's pretty cute. I would say her.
He loves
Yeah, I don't
Megan
know.
Fox.
Megan Fox. Okay, I get behind that. Yeah, I don't know too many celebrities anymore. We were just talking Michelle Rodriguez back in the day. She was adorable. I'd be
Mhm.
crushing her. Yeah, I would say Michelle Rodriguez actually. Lock me in for there. Or that the gal who plays the green chick on the Avengers. Not when she's like fully green, when she's like in normal makeup. The Avengers gal. What's her name? Something something or another. She just won. I think she was the first Puerto Rican actress to win an award.
Wow, I can't remember.
I think she's
I'm
Puerto
trying to
Rican,
think
I
about
believe.
the
Puerto
new
Rican
Hulk
or
lady.
Dominican? He was she was she played not Zin, she plays Gamora.
Oh, oh my God! Why am I blanking on her name?
Zoe Zaladana.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She just won an award for the first time. I thought it was really or the first actress to win that award from her ethnicity. I can't remember. Yeah, super cool. Yeah, definitely her. Lock me in for her.
All W answers, he says.
Okay, good.
What's your favorite part of streaming?
Honestly, my favorite part is just interacting with chat. My favorite part of the day, legit, is like starting stream, saying good morning to everyone, asking how their day is, and then we play the New York Times puzzles, and then somehow figuring out a way to like kind of like low key um, roast some of them. It's my favorite time. We just get to goof off and just do puzzles together. For sure, that.
It is really nice. You guys, if you haven't been there, you have to see it. You have to be there and chat. If you could do anything in the world, would you still stream?
Yeah, I think I would. I mean, given the option, because I wouldn't want to be a movie actor or anything crazy like that. And I really like the idea of getting to be a part of everyone's day and, getting to experience life through everyone's point of views, because that's one of the coolest things. People come in, they share their experiences, whether it be good, bad, or whatever. They come in, they're like, hey, I got this going on, or hey, I just celebrating this. And it's really cool to get to be a part of that experience. And I feel like you really can't get that with too many other occupations or things to do. I mean, it's just really fun to be in it and be a part of it. I mean, sure, yeah, I mean, like Space Cowboy's really appealing, but I don't really think you can like network as much with that. So I think I would still stream, even if I had the choice to choose anything else.
Which the other question that we like to ask everyone
Hmm.
is, if you didn't stream, what
Hmm.
would you be doing? And this is if you had all the resources to be able to do it.
Sure. I mean, if I wasn't streaming, I would still be with my company as a wildlife videographer. I'd most likely probably still end up being doing that. It's the coolest thing in the world. But yeah, I'd probably just go back to that.
It sounds cool.
It's fun. It's really fun. Yeah.
Okay, Cream, if you could be in any movie, what would it be and
Sure.
what would you change about it?
Um, any movie? Oh gosh. What's a good movie nowadays? What's fun? What would I be a part of? Probably something with cowboys. Um, what's that one? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I would say Surf Ninjas too, because that's my favorite movie. So I'd probably say Surf Ninjas. Yeah, I get to be I get to fight ninjas. I get to surf. It's really hard to beat.
I can see you as a surfer.
Yeah, oh yeah, I love surfing. It's the coolest thing ever. It's like flying. It's so much fun.
Have you ever did something that changed someone else's life before?
I mean, maybe not directly. I don't think I've ever been in an instance where I I've been the recipient of people being like, "Oh, dude, what you did or said has changed my life." But I like to think that I made people's days or weeks or months better just by either being there for somebody or just giving them like something to look forward to or just holding space for them. I don't think I've ever directly like been the savior dude, but I like to think that I've been there for enough people to hopefully for the better in a bunch of small instances to help change things.
Well, Raimi says you got her into wanting to start streaming, so
Cool.
there's something.
Hey, I love it.
Welcome back, Nova. Let me see. Got his, got his. He tells Nash everything.
Hmm.
Oh my god, Cream. He'd be a professional gambler.
Okay.
That's good. Any other questions, chat? I'm trying to think of what was the other questions on.
Oh no, it's okay.
Uh, Bert gave me a fantastic tip on streaming. I owe him a lot.
Oh
Okay,
really?
I was like, what's a lit?
It's that young kid slang.
Let me see if I can look them up again. Oh, that's leaving your job. We don't want that. Here's some. Hurry up, Google. Okay. All they give me is those. What was a book you grew up reading that you still love today?
I would say Death on the Nile by Agatha Christie. Probably the book that I've loved the most.
What's that about?
Or is it, yeah, Death on the Nile? Murder on the Nile? Death on the Nile.
And what's the synopsis?
Oh, sure. So yeah, perfect. Yeah. So it's a murder mystery with this really cool like French detective, and they're on a cruise ship and on the Nile in Egypt, and there was a murder. This really rich, young, beautiful woman, and this French detective has to like solve this murder on the cruise ship, and it's one of those whodunit books, and it's a really fun read. It's cool, and my grandmother loved Agatha Christie, so I started reading it because of her, and I have all her books. It's pretty rad. Other
That's
than
cool.
that, I would say Lord of the Rings would probably be another one, but I didn't start reading that until later.
See if they said anything else.
Sure.
Nova said, "Did you ever think you could reach this part when you started streaming far enough?"
No, I mean I don't. It's always different. I mean the goal always changes, and the goalpost always moves a little bit different. I don't think there's ever like a destination where you're like, okay, I made it, or okay, cool, I've reached my goal. I think it's all about the journey, and it's all about enjoying the process of growing or streaming and making content more than it is of getting to any one spot. So I never really thought that things would transform into this. I just wanted to make sure that everyone had a good time while we were alive, or while we were making content.
Yep. Kareem comes up with the craziest questions. Have you ever finished a Monopoly game in one sitting?
I have, but you don't want to, because you're not friends with the people you started it with. Monopoly changes you for the worst.
That's true.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about your community?
Oh God. I mean, honestly, there's so many. The first one that comes to mind is the ability that no matter what, I think everyone at the end of the day has each other's back in regards to anything, whether it just be holding space for somebody, or whether it be, being there in their time of need, or to celebrate their accomplishments, or if there's any misgrievances or anything like that, or just as simple as having like a safe space to go to. It's probably one of my favorite things about the community, is that, yeah, sure, people have a hard day and they can come in and they can forget about things, and we're all here to listen and acknowledge each other, and at the end of the day, we're all family. It really is just a big happy family.
It's very true.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite funny story that you like telling people?
Oh gosh, so not one in particular. There's a lot of weird, funny things that have happened. Not one that it's like my go-to. I've had silly, weird, funny, haha stories, but nothing that comes to the top of my mind, to be honest with you.
You just have to watch him stream.
Yeah,
all the funny moments are there.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, this reminds me of that, or that reminds me of this, but I don't have a go-to story. It's, like life, everything changes, and so do the stories. What gets brought up.
Gosh, Mullet says I was on a 9-game win streak against my wife in Monopoly.
Oof. That's crazy. I don't even. I think I've played Monopoly about hundreds of times. I think I've maybe won twice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Kareem says, this is a question he asks himself a lot, but in a life and death scenario, would you give your life up for some random person without thinking about it?
Random? No. If I was like, you push the button and like you die and a random person lives, probably not. I'm pretty selfish. But if it was to like save somebody I care about, yeah, I'd push it in a heartbeat.
And then have you ever played I can't say that. I'm bad at...
Mortuary's Assistant, yeah.
Bad at words.
It's a horror game, isn't it?
I don't know. Is it
Oh.
Xenix?
I think so, and if it is, then no. I'm the world's biggest chicken. I don't even like scary.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't even like scary sounds or like scary commercials.
Yeah.
I won't play. I don't play scary.
We
games.
convinced him to play Repo because we said it was funny, and he loves it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I do love it. Yeah, it's fun. But yeah, no way would I do a scary game. Not at least not for free.
Gotta pay.
Yeah.
Oh, if you had to describe yourself as an animal, which would it be and why?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I would say probably a bear, because I think the way in which they scratch their back is really cute, and I like how they catch food with their mouth, like like when the salmon are going upstream. It's really, really cute. And the idea of sleeping for a couple of months sounds really nice.
Oh yeah, this is true.
Mm-hmm.
Hibernating.
Yeah. Plus, I think it'd be kind of cool to go out and find honey and like steal picnic baskets and stuff. So I would say for sure a bear. I like how the answer was almost completely around food, but yeah.
Did you grow up playing sports? And did you play on a team if you did?
I grew up playing baseball, and I played from t-ball all the way until I think I was probably about 12 or 13, and I was the catcher almost through the entire time because I didn't know how to throw. And so I thought it would be a lot easier if I played catcher because it was just the smallest or shortest amount of distance. And so I wouldn't have to like throw it really hard and mess up everything. So I played catcher in baseball for uh, maybe like 5, 6 years. And then I didn't do any like organized sports after that.
And then we have Celia, who says, if
Sure.
a game dev gave you full creative control to design a game, what would it be about?
Probably be like an RPG or an MMO would be kind of fun. Like set like in a fantasy world. Because my favorite game ever is Final Fantasy. So something Final Fantasy-esque.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
No cream. Did not know that sharks sneeze. Can you convince Mika to play? No. No one can convince Mika to play anything.
Does she not like scary things either?
Specific. We just don't like paranormal stuff.
Oh, sure.
I was also catcher for my baseball growing up. That was Mullet.
Oh, okay, cool. That's why Molly and I get along.
She'll try repo though. Yes.
Yeah, I think she'll like it.
Let's see. If you had one superpower, what would it be?
Teleportation, for sure. I was thinking it would be kind of cool to read people's minds, but I think that'd be too much. I'd find.
Don't think I want to know.
I don't need I don't want to know what people are thinking. I'd just much rather teleport, save some time, save some gas money.
This is true. This might be a personal question, but growing up, what was your go-to food, and is it a comfort food for you?
Growing up, I would say French toast would be my comfort food, and that'd be the one I remember the most. I would either that or like breakfast burritos, but either which one are both comfort foods. I love them both.
If you could, Raimi says, if you could give your younger self advice now, what would you say?
Oh, that's a really good question. I would say do not care what people think, what may think of you, because I think I spent a lot of my life, a lot of my younger years, caring so much what I thought people thought of me. And I think maturing is realizing that nobody is really giving you as much thought as you're thinking about. Like nobody's thinking about you as much as you are, and to just not care what people are thinking, because chances are they probably aren't anyway, and just to do whatever makes you happy.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would like to know that.
Yeah, for sure.
Who is your favorite superhero? Or normal
superhero? I always liked the Flash, but I think now I'd probably go Batman. I think it's kind of cool that he's just like, yeah, I'll just fight crime on board.
I do like Batman.
Yeah, me too. Like a
He's
guy
an
who can
A.
like fight in spandex, you know?
Let's see what else do we got. What do people misunderstand about you the most?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think anybody's ever said anything about that. I don't know. If I did, I wouldn't know, and I'm not too sure. That's a really good question. I'd have to think on that.
Yeah. As someone who is still newish to being an adult, should I work on learning or hanging out and making memories with friends more?
Learning for sure. Because I use that the time in which, so if you're like a young adult or even in your early 20s, it'd be so much better to chase your goals and your dreams versus chasing after your friends. For sure. If I had to give myself, because I did the latter. I chased with my friends and we did a lot of stupid things and it was fun. Sure, yeah, but you know, given the time, I think I'd go back and really work on myself more than I'd work on being in a friend group.
And then CLA asks, what's one thing streaming has taught you about yourself?
To talk a lot slower and to I think one of the things with streaming that I've really taught myself is to confidence, is even if it's the right choice or right decision, just to or right or wrong, it doesn't matter, but it's your decision to make, and you know, you're the streamer, you're in the hot seat, you know, it's ultimately it's your choice, and to kind of really just go with your gut and to really stand by it. Because growing up, I was very wishy-washy because I think I was really dependent on what I thought people wanted the choice I thought people wanted me to make. And through streaming, I was like, you know what? This is my choice. I'm gonna make it. Whether it be right or wrong, it's still my decision. And so I think streaming has taught me to be a lot more confident in my ability to choose for myself.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. What were you like as a child?
Not good. We are, my brother and I growing up, it was just my mom who raised us, and so she was at work, almost all of the time, and so my brother and I kind of raised each other, and we were very mischievous. We definitely got into a lot of trouble. So me growing up and my brother growing up, we were those kids on the neighborhood that always got into trouble. We were little problem kids.
That's a bit surprising.
Yeah,
So you know you
I
were
mean,
no.
yeah, early Bert was not a fun Bert. At least not for my mom.
Let's see. Do you have a life motto?
Um, if you can't, I would say the life motto that I usually live by: if you can't fight fear, do it scared. So even if it's a scary choice, you still got to make it. You still got to do it.
Mhm. Are you a big cooking guy?
No, I mean I know how to cook. I mean I cook well enough to keep me alive, but I would never offer my food to anybody. I give myself food poisoning like once a month. So I am not into cooking. I don't like cooking. I just got into the crock pot thing, and that's been really nice. I haven't gotten sick from that yet. But yeah, no, I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not a cooking guy. I'd love to. It'd be really nice to be like, hey, come over here, let me make you couscous. But um, nothing like that. My food's like astronaut food. It's synthetic, and it tastes
Oh
kind of
god,
similar to how it should, but it'll keep you alive.
that's not good.
It's not good.
Let's see. What is one thing you would like to change about yourself in the next year?
Probably, but improve my time management skills. I think getting a little bit better at organizing my day, my schedule, getting a little bit more organized in regards to how much I give to certain tasks and things, I think would really help.
That's a good one. 'Cause I do
Yeah,
feel like a
I'm
lot of
real.
people like to have better time management.
Yeah, well, I get so distracted so easily, and I think it'd be really nice to be able to sit down and allocate a little bit more hours to the day to certain objects and certain tasks.
Mhm. Let's see. What character traits do you most respect in other people?
Honesty, and I think a big one of the things that I like the most is when I really don't like when people try to cut off other people when they're talking. And so when people take the time and listen and then wait for somebody to finish and then they proceed to talk, that's a big, I don't know if that's a character trait, but I love that. I would say honesty and respect are the two big ones.
I think I would count that one as well.
Okay,
Mhm.
good.
Let me see. His rank. His rank. Don't you watch him play? Wouldn't you know that already?
Yeah.
Google. What's one piece of advice you can share with listeners that are tuning in?
Oh gosh, one big piece of advice, huh? I just say have fun. I mean, really, honestly, we're only here on this little planet for just a small, minuscule amount of time. Some of us shorter than others, unfortunately, and just to enjoy the time we have with the people around us. Really, honestly, just have the most fun possible.
Cream is cooking up questions, so we gotta fill in the gap.
It's no worries.
Let's see. Do you like listening to podcasts, and what's your favorite, do you think?
I do. I'm sorry. I do. I really like listening to a lot of podcasts. Right now, I'm huge into the Huberman Lab by Dan Huberman, I believe his name is. He's a neuroscientist, and he has a lot of really, really good podcasts about just improving fundamental aspects of your life. They're like 4 hours long, to be honest with you. They put me to sleep straight away. And so I usually listen to them at night, and I'll have my little eye mask on. I'll listen to my podcast. It just puts me right out to bed. But I'll listen to him. I listen to Two Bears, One Cave with Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer. I listen to the one with Theo Vaughn. He made his own podcast. I can't remember it. Um, Another one of those. But yeah, I listen to a lot of podcasts.
I think podcasts are cool.
Yeah, I think they're really cool. Yeah.
Let's see. What's something you see yourself doing in the next 5 years? What's like, even if it has to deal with streaming, then
Sure.
what would be something that you're wanting to delve in more?
Sure. So I would really love into growing my YouTube channel a lot more. Streaming it as itself has been really fun, but I think making YouTube content's the next thing I really, really want to start. Really, really just being like obsessed in and really just have a really good time growing that platform. 5 years, yeah, 5 years would be really
You can do a lot in 5 years.
fun. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's like one COVID, it's 2020 to 2025.
That's true.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Is there somebody specific in your life that you go to when you feel like you're stuck?
Yes, I mean it would be my mom. Before that would be my grandparents, but yeah, I would say if I'm really stuck, I would either go to my best friend or to my mom. They're usually really, they always give it to me straight. They always give it to me, um, honestly, and I really appreciate honesty, even if it's not something I want to hear. And so when I really need somebody to like hear me out and give me the advice I need, I go to those two.
Can't go wrong with family.
Yeah, exactly.
They will be honest.
Yeah,
That's
no,
for
for
sure.
real. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes more than they should.
Oh, Cream. He's like, I'm guessing you grew up with cartoons and Looney Tunes, but if not,
Hmm.
what was your go-to cartoon to watch growing
A
up?
go-to cartoon growing up was Recess. I had a big crush
Yeah,
on Spinelli.
I loved Recess.
Yeah.
I know. So I always tell people I used to watch um, PB&J
Oh, sure.
and Big Bear in the Big Blue House, and
Yep.
everyone's like, "What is that?" And I'm like,
Hmm.
"Okay,
Isn't that
I
crazy?
guess
Yeah.
I'm old." And
Yeah.
Roly Poly Oly. Oh
Yeah. Oh,
gosh.
yeah. I remember it. Yeah.
Hold on. That's fine. Okay. Oh God. Xenix calling me out. I'm not 32. I'm 30. Get it right.
Yeah.
But I think you are in your 30s, aren't you?
I am. I'm 34. Yeah.
Never ask a lady her age. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, if we were to play white girl music in a car, would you know the
Sure.
lyrics to most of the songs?
I don't know the lyrics to many songs. I would definitely go along with it, and I would definitely give my best interpretation of what I think the lyrics are. But I'm not a very strong lyric rememberer person. But yeah, I'll chow down for as many as I can.
And then what's the girly song that you think is the girliest? The
The
girliest white
girliest.
girl.
Uh, let's see, the girliest white. Anything with Katy Perry. I think she's pretty white. Yeah, I would say Katy Perry.
That's
Or
true.
like Miley Cyrus. Party in the USA. That would go hard.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Bird is a girly pop.
I am girly pop. Yeah.
Let's see what else. Do you have any other questions, Cream? Keep looking at my phone because my dad's gonna give me his keys. So let's
Oh, sure.
see. When you were a kid, what did you want to be growing up?
A cowboy.
That's what my brother wanted
Yeah.
to be.
Oh yeah, it's the best. I still do, like low key, I still do, but yeah.
He had a whole little outfit
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh yeah.
a little holster for his gun that he did
Yep.
not have.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what's one subject you hated the most?
In school,
Hmm.
I was not a fan of math. It wasn't until later on in junior college where I actually like understood it. So from the very early all the way up till I graduated high school, math was very difficult. I always hated that subject.
Yeah, me either. Math, no.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think white people food is the worst kind of food?
Yes. I would die on that hill. It's the worst. It's the worst. Sorry, white people. It's not good.
So what's your favorite type of food?
I mean, Mexican food is just the
Oh yeah.
best. Indonesian food is really, really good. I love African food. I mean, anywhere except for Europe is kind of a slam dunk.
It's true. Hmm.
Yeah.
Growing up, did you go after girls or did they come after you?
Neither. Growing up, I was not popular with the ladies. I was very I had really long hair and I was very self-conscious and I think I hid behind my long hair, so I didn't have a whole lot of like um opportunity to chase after anything. But it wasn't until later in life.
You sound like somebody we know in our little community. I'm not gonna
Oh
call them
yeah?
out,
Oh yeah.
but sounds familiar. Long hair, doesn't like to chase after girls.
Hmm.
He
Yeah.
knows who he is. He's probably listening. Um, Let me see. I was awesome. I was a wallflower growing up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Did not want to talk to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What's the last thing you searched for on Spotify?
Oh, I can show you. The last thing I searched for. It is called Big Ass Truck. It's a heavy metal artist, and so I searched up them because I was at the gym this morning and I wanted something aggressive and fast, and they're a really cool band.
That is probably a good one to go to.
Oh yeah.
That'll keep you awake.
Mm-hmm.
TS is like, now he gets all the. We're not gonna say that. Family friendly. Did you forget, Mod?
Yeah.
Jesus. Anything else you want to tell chat about
Anything else
yourself?
I want to tell them?
Mhm.
No, I mean, just I mean the only thing I would say is just keep on keeping on and just keep having a good mindset on life. That's all I would tell them. Yeah.
It will show how manly you are. What is cooler, dinosaurs or trucks?
Oh God, that's actually a really good question. Trucks, because like now we're understanding that dinosaurs like have feathers and they're just basically big chickens. So I'll take a cool monster truck.
Did you like that answer, Cream? He's very opinionated.
Oh yeah.
He's a damn. Alrighty. Any other questions in chat? Because I think we covered pretty much everything. So if you guys
Cool.
don't have anything else, we'll go ahead and close out. What's your dream vehicle?
It'd be like a 1974 Ford F-250 Highboy. Would be probably my dream vehicle.
I would have to look that up.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a car person. Nova
Oh,
knows
it's
he
okay.
said W.
Sick.
What makes you get out of bed every day? I think we know this one.
Yeah, stream, channel, community.
The community.
Mm-hmm.
DS says, oh, I have one of those. You can't have it. Well, that's mean.
Oh, really? Sick.
How rude. Alright, anybody else? Anything else you want to say? While you guys are typing. I'll give you a second. I'll try to find somebody to raid. Oh, Tom is streaming. Hello to him. Can you hit the gritty? They like
I
asking
cannot.
that.
I don't even know how to.
We can't ban Zenix. Do you like chicken nuggets and mac and cheese?
I like mac and cheese. It's been a couple of years since I've had a chicken nugget.
Chicken nuggets in the shape of dinos. That's the best one.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I can see that.
Can you hit the Dougie? Just gonna ask him all the questions of dancing.
Yeah, I think I can hit the Dougie. It's been a couple of years, but yeah, I think I remember.
You can do the Dougie, not the gritty.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Now are you guys satisfied? Can you hit the ducky right now?
No. I'm way too cold and comfortable to get up and hit it.
It's true.
Mm.
No, not the stanky leg. This is a bit weird. Do you think TL, today's lineup, is ever gonna like go on as something more?
Is that a question for me?
Yeah.
What is that? What is today's lineup?
Oh god. Hold on.
Okay.
Hi Pookie. Thank you for the sub. 4 months. Woohoo. Yeah, Nova.
Oh,
My
no,
show.
the
Oh.
show. I mean, yeah, it'd be super cool. I wouldn't know how, but yeah.
I don't mind those questions. Wow, fake friend. Why are you guys calling him out?
No.
He's the interviewee.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else you guys want to know? I know they barely get to see your shows because it's in the mornings and they don't do mornings.
Oh, sure.
But, oh, is it fun doing a subathon?
Yeah, yes and no. It's a lot of work. It's really hard, but it is really rewarding. It's a hard question. Yes, and then also a really big no.
And then Cream says, do you plan to ever stop streaming? If so, what would your reason be?
The way I would stop streaming would be, even if I was gonna say, even if like if I got like a TV show that would be really cool, like we got our own game show would be really cool, talk show. But even then, I think I would still stream on the off hours. So I don't think there's anything that would ever get me to stop.
Mm-hmm. Would be kind of hard because you do it, at home.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you're sick, I'm sick, and I still do it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
I don't think I could ever give it up.
I think if I'm broke and living on the streets, maybe I won't be streaming then.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. I thought of doing one around my birth month.
Okay.
It's not a bad idea.
Oh, why not?
Alrighty. Anything else now? Before we close out. Pookie just came in here. Pookie is our little, I'm gonna remember, Navy? Pookie, help. She's on a ship right now.
Oh, cool.
Yep, I got it right. Navy. Our little Navy princess. She's on a ship.
Cool.
With her bestie. Sailor princess. She asked, favorite flavor of ice cream?
Rainbow sherbet. Favorite ice cream flavor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, I never had that.
Oh, it's amazing.
Can I say one thing to Bert? Go ahead. Last question for real. I know everyone says they don't have favorites, but who's the one person in your community who stands out more than others? That's hard. I already know. Cream.
Oh, favorite person? Exclusive Jack.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, he's my buddy.
Oh.
And I think it would make a lot of people in the chat.
They're listening. Can't wait to see.
Yeah.
Bert had mentioned removing VIP when he has too many. How would they be decided?
Dude, I already figured it out and everyone hates it, but
Oh.
a wheel where everyone has their names on the wheel and I spin it, and then whatever it lands on, I remove that person as VIP and then add the new one. And then if that person was
Oh.
to get knocked out, then they would just spin the channel points to get in, and then I spin the wheel again, and then that knocks somebody off. And then it's an organic way to eventually weed out the people who are a little bit more inactive in the chat. So if I give someone a VIP and they haven't been in like 6 months, then kind of just weeds out that kind of viewership, and then also too it helps people spend their points, because there's some people with like 600,000-700,000 points, and we gotta figure out a way to get rid of that.
It's a good one.
Yeah, people hate it, but it's fair, but even.
Oh yeah, Nova told him.
Yeah. Oh, did he? Sure.
Zenix, you don't remember what you wanted to say? Nova said, nah, I love it. Why don't you just look at the oldest/most inactive?
I don't think there's a way to do that.
Nova says, creates chaos. We like chaos.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Zenix, if you don't remember anything, I'm a small brain person, okay? Okay, well you tell me and I'll tell him. I'll DM him when you remember. And then Cream's out of ideas and he's hungry, so he's gonna go make food.
Okay.
Anybody else in chat? Oh, well, okay, well then you do it, bro. Anybody else? Because if you don't, we're gonna hit the gritty and we're gonna leave.
Cool.
Oh, you're a big boy. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I think that is everybody's questions for today.
Cool.
So, if you guys had any other questions you just forgot to mention, just go ahead, follow Surebert. He is live Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. PST to like 12 p.m. PST.
Yep.
Okay. So you can see him there and ask him in the chat.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, of course.
I enjoyed it, and I guess I will see you this weekend for your tournament.
Yep.
I will be rooting for you guys.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Okay, chat. Hope you stick around for the raid. Before we leave, I'm gonna play my intro I was supposed to play earlier. We'll play it as a little goodbye. Where is my intro? There it is. Play it. I don't know when the end is. I'm just gonna assume when it's over. It's over. Okay. That was supposed to be first, but in my whole mess of trying to get headphones on, I totally forgot. Why is your room so dark? Because I like the darkness. Okay? Alrighty. We're gonna go ahead and close out for the day because I still do not feel well. And I kind of just want to chill for the rest of the night. So if you guys sub, the first raid message was there. If you guys follow, you can do the next raid message. Do you want to collab? No, because we're on our way to raid you. So get ready. We're going to go ahead and raid Tom. If you guys don't know Tom, he is a great streamer. He is up and coming. So we're going to go ahead and raid him out. Stick around so you can go show him some love. Tom for reals. There he is. Okay. Hope you feel better tomorrow. Thank you, Pookie. I do hope. I do. Excuse me. No, don't say that. I don't have cancer, bro. What the? Get out of here. Okay. I will see you guys all tomorrow. I will be live tomorrow, and we're gonna do some more Valorant. So I hope I see you guys there. Bye. Bye bye.